Hello, everyone, and welcome to this webinar on how to easily interconnect all your branches without a VPN using White's SD-WAN solution. Today, joining us is Tommy Shu. He is a research engineer at Whitec, and he will be leading this insightful session. So, Tommy, the floor is now yours. You can begin.
Okay, uh, okay, hello. My name is Tommy from the pre-sales VTech, and today we have a great honor to introduce the SD-WAN solution for easily connection for all your branches without a VPN. Have you had some of the project? Maybe your final customers request a very simple requirement. We want to build a very encrypt the tunnel from our branches to the headquarters. If your customers give you this requirement, I believe today's solution will help you to solve these issues. Okay, for the let's start today's introduction for the WAN-tag SD-WAN solution. In today's solution, will include the four-part solution, requirement, network architecture, and the product recommendation key feature. The last one is the bill of the materials. Okay, the first part is the solution requirement. The scenario level is the branches to the headquarters. Because this main product is mesh node or mesh routers, so basically the requirement your branches should be lower than 600 square millimeters. And also, if you face some like the chain business, the motel, villa, swimming pool, coffee shop, or warehouse, or restaurant, or small office, we all can use such kind of the solution or product. We also provide a very rich functions like the cloud service, Ethernet backhaul, fast roaming, mesh, SD-LAN, and OpenVPN, and we will introduce each functions in the next slide. All above these scenarios is assumed, and actually the scenarios can be changed as you finally customers requirement. Okay, let's move to the next part is our network architecture. We can see this is the whole network architecture for the SD-LAN. If our branches accessed in the headquarters still will be used in the ISP line, right? But we can, our SD-LAN, the technology can build a very encrypted tunnel in this ISP line. And this function can make sure your HQ, in your HQ's NVR, you can add each branch's IP cameras in the HQ's NVR. Also, and this can make sure all the data share, OA system, FTP, and the database share to each branches, all the post system is all in the encrypted tunnel. You don't worry about this. All the information will be exploded in the internet. Meanwhile, in each branches, the mesh router AP or mesh AP and mesh router also provide the internet access for the users, right? And because our mesh AP and the mesh router also support the PoE output function, so we can direct connect your IP cameras to our mesh routers. You don't have to buy additional PoE switch. It's help you can save your cost. Okay, this is our whole network architectures. Later, I will introduce each part of the devices one by one, also include the functions. The third part is our product implementation and key features. The first one is our branches product mesh router and mesh recommendation store. Example, wide 71. We have two modes. One is 717 is for the indoor type. This one is 718 is for the outdoor type. So because our the 717 support the PoE output, can directly connect the IP cameras. So that's why we recommend is 3 stars. But for the 718, it's only for the outdoor Wi-Fi coverage. So we don't have to the PoE output function. That's why we recommend 2 stars. Just I believe that this is the only type to have his own functions. It's not means this the 717 is better than 718. Okay, let's move to our wireless mesh router and AP the key feature. The first is the faster roaming. The faster roaming function can make our final user switch to each the node, no any latencies, and also support the 802.11 kVR. These 3 functions. Next is the mesh networking, and just we can see in this scenario, in some of the villas, we can use 3717 and 1718 can seamless the indoor and outdoor Wi-Fi coverage without any data too. And maybe you will be confused how to configure it for each devices. Okay, we move to the YouTube link to check and how it can be work.
Welcome to the WITEC Product Operation Channel. Today we will explore the capabilities of the WITEC Mesh Wireless Access Point. We will build the mesh network based on this topology. AX1800M is the router mode.
It's a router mode.
Mesh AP mode, which means Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 5 AP can be meshed with each other.
Even the Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 4, Wi-Fi 5 also can mesh each other.
We should download the AP tool to scan the IP address of AX1800M. This is the website of WITEC. We found the product support to download the AP tool.
We use the tools to scan each device IP address.
We scan the IP address of the master node. And enter the setup wizard. This step only needs to be configured in the master node. Here we choose the DHCP client.
The master node is the first ISP line to connect to the master node. It's very simple operation, just input the SSID name, it's okay. Input the password.
In the third step, after completing the setup wizard, we get to the dashboard. We click Network, then Edge AP to scan the other APs. Before adding the other APs to the mesh network, please ensure that the other APs to be added have not been used. All slave APs must be in the factory setting. Power on all slave APs and wait for the slave APs to start until the wireless indicator light is on. After the wireless indicator light of the slave APs is on, please long press the Mesh button on the master node, or connect the master root LAN port through the wired network. Now we start scanning the other APs. The mesh APs appear, which means we have meshed successfully. As you can see, all the devices are shown on the topology. Let's check the status of the master node. The master node status is Add the Edge AP. Then we use the AP tool to scan the local area network to get the IP address of slave nodes. We can get the IP address to check the status of slave nodes. The slave nodes are all mesh clients. Now let's verify the result. We connect the SSID and check in the command line. Now we have gotten the DHCP address. Then we try to browse a web page. See, we've success. Above is content.
Okay, and we can see in how the procedure, how the configuration is very simple. We just first connect the master node in the internet and make another slave node in factory, default factory setting, and just press the master node the mesh button. He will automatically mesh together. Okay, let's go on to the today's presentation. Okay, this is how to the mesh network build a very simple configuration, build a mesh network, right? Let's move to the next. Also, the third is the Ethernet backhaul. And let me explain what is this. This means, example, we have a house, right? We can each mesh node and mesh AP can interconnection by the cables. We also can use the mesh network use wireless connections. But we also support the hybrid interconnection. Example, from this node to this node, well, the Wi-Fi signal will pass mainly the walls, right? Maybe we'll make this point the make node. The Wi-Fi signal is not very stable or very bad. So that's why we use from this node to this node, use a cable link, and another node, maybe only 1 watt or 2 watt. Even these two and these two is no any watt obstacle, so we use the Wi-Fi signal connection. So that this technology will make you the whole network is more stable. So this means our the Ethernet backhaul is support the 3 interconnections. I recommend is use the hybrid interconnection that can depend on the room situations, can make you the whole network is more stable. Okay, let's move on. Our Mexico branches wireless mesh growth and AP also support the cloud management, and which means you can manage your devices with very simple configurations, and also support the remote access, and there will be help you to reduce the cost. You can manage your project and your device remotely, make configurations anytime, anywhere. We not only support the WireTech cloud platform by the web page, we also support our cloud app. If you are very familiar for our WireTech product, I believe that you already downloaded our cloud app. In our cloud app, you also can make the very simple configuration. For example, if you have a mesh network before, we already see in this video, right? All configuration is by the web page, and we also support our cloud app make the configuration. Most of the configuration is the first you must know the route must connect the internet and restore the factory default city and connect to the internet, right? And click the next, you will find some the SSID name is vertex XXX. Just connect the wireless Wi-Fi name. This Wi-Fi name you can start your configuration. Okay, and before we already mentioned about that, our 7x7 supports our PoE output. This means we can connect that to the IP cameras, right? And then in a one port, we just connect for some of the PoE inject and all PoE switch provide the power supply for the mesh router and all mesh IP. And, okay, before we already introduce our branches devices, you command the star and the key features. Next, I will introduce our headquarters devices. In our headquarters, the first one is our headquarters switches. We know that if in the headquarters, maybe you will have some business Wi-Fi coverage requirement. So that's why in here we recommend for the 6 port or 24 port is better. So that's why in these two modes we recommend the 3-star. But in these two, only the 4 port connected the wireless AP and an 8 port for the connected wireless AP. So that's why this two is 2 stars. But anyway, it still depends on the office your office the status, your office the situations. Okay, our the headquarters switch have some the key features. It's like the extend mode. Because we will face some the problems or face some the situation like some the IP camera is a little bit far away from the switches, right? And our the switches can make sure this the transmission distance up to 250 meters. We also know that for the UTP cable, there is only about 100 meters the transmission distance limitation. And we also provide like the video the PoE port restart for each one port. Any the supported IP camera or OER the only protocol can auto discover. And the real time 724 real time alarm notification in our Vertex cloud platform. Like remote management for configuration on cloud. Example, in our cloud API, we can see each the cloud switches the port status. Also can make a very simple the VLAN settings. And okay, let's move to our another headquarters, the gateway. The device is the gateway. When our the internet access the line, the first line should be connected to the gateway. She is for some the security key features. So that's why we must have some the gateway. Our gateway designed for 3-in-1 functions because he is not only switch, also support the PoE function, the PoE output, also is a router function. And when we choose which model is better, just depending on how many the wireless AP we should be managed. If you have a many AP wireless AP, we just choose this one. It's only lower than 23 AP, so we choose the 105. Yes. Okay, let's move to his headquarters key features. And the headquarters gateway the key feature. Before when we start, before just solution introduction, we already see in this meetings the key idea is to replace the no VPN, right? Because we have the SD-LAN. SD-LAN is software-defined network for LAN. It's quickly set up an encrypted terminal for the local host for cross-region networking and replace the VPN. Why we use the SD-LAN, replace the VPN? Let's see the traditional VPN to the SD-LAN comparison. The first one, you must rent some listed line for the VPN deployment, right? The second, we must buy some of the VPN devices, right? The third, we know that for the VPN, the configuration is a little more complex. So this have a very high technical requirement for your IT guys, right? And not only for these three issues, we also will be face some of the issues. For the VPN, we cannot centralize the manage, right? Or centralize the maintain. But if you choose our the WAN SD-LAN or WAN SD-LAN technology, not require a public IP. Also, in supported cloud management, can centralize management all the devices and SD-LAN tunnel, right? And one here is very easy deployment. Later, I will show our the two configurations SD-LAN, the procedures to you. You will know why it's easy deployment, right? And SD-LAN already integrate a very rich security features. And also, you can select intelligent traffic routing based on the business. We can choose each port to each port, or which devices to which devices, and which port to which port. Yes. Okay. Let all this the advantage will be shown in this video. Let's move to this video.
Well, configuration and application channel. Today we will explore the capabilities of the WITEC SD-LAN. SD-LAN, Software Local Area Network, is a software-defined intranet, a service formed by applying SDN technology to local area network scenarios for networking communication to achieve intranet access in different areas. For example, in a chain enterprise, if the branch wants to access the intranet server of the headquarters, it can easily build SD-LAN technology through the cloud platform to realize the cross-region intranet interconnection channel. Next, we will demonstrate how to configure SD-LAN on the cloud platform. This is the dashboard of our cloud platform. As we can see, we've created two projects. This one is Wuhan, which is the branch. This one is Shenzhen, which is the headquarter. This is the topology of the Wuhan office. This is the topology of the Shenzhen office. To create a SD-LAN network, you need to click the Service button, then click the SD-LAN configuration on the left. Then you just click Add SD-LAN, and you can customize a name. And the network model chooses Star Network. In a star network, a network device needs to be selected as the central node of the network, and other nodes are connected to the central node through IPv4.
So here we can see we use a star network, right? In the central node, we choose the central node. We choose the headquarters. For the branches, we choose not a central node, it is branch node. Let's go.
Then you need to choose a center node, which must have a public IPv4 address. Since we have a public IPv4 address in the Shenzhen office, we choose the WITEC office Shenzhen. Next step, you need to select Network Node, and here we take WITEC Office Wuhan as the network node. If you have multiple projects, you can also add them as branches into the SD-LAN network. In the last step, you can check and confirm the network. Click Save. Then the SD-LAN have been added into the cloud platform. Click the SD-LAN name to check the information. The SD-LAN status is online. Now we make a test to verify the result. My laptop is connected to the network of the Wuhan office. We can check the topology of the Shenzhen office. We try to log into any device in Shenzhen. We take the cloud PoE switch as an example. We copy the IP address and log into the web page. And you can see we've succeeded. If you have any device such as laptops, NAS, or servers, you can also log in from any office. Above is content shared today. The detail.
And we can record the whole configuration. The first, we just set the network architecture like the star. The second, we just choose the headquarters and the branches, the devices, right? The second step is choose the port. Yes, very easy. 3 steps. You will build a whole SD-LAN network, and we also can call this when in this video the notebook is connected to the branch in the Wuhan office. We can remotely access in the Shenzhen any of the devices. Even is different subnet is no problem. Okay, let's go back to the slide. Okay, this is the demonstration, the result. First, we choose the branch network, mesh network. In the headquarters in Shenzhen is VR. The last one we will verify that the SD-LAN terminal is the green color. This means all the link is okay. Okay, let's go on. And we also provide some like the eWeb function. eWeb function is make sure you can use your NVR, add any the NV protocol support NV protocol IP camera in the branch. Remote access the IP camera. This the service is totally free, and still use cloud service, and in the SD-LAN terminal is all safety. I build and include the terminal. Is all the data transmission or access the data or all the video stream is all the in SD-LAN terminal. Let's go on to the next. Okay, the last one is the bill of the materials. Bill of the materials is very simple. First, we in the branches, right? How many branches? Each branches we just set the 717 for the master node, slave node, for the wireless mesh AP, mesh node, depend on how many the square millimeters. I will recommend if you cover lower than 600 square millimeters, we recommend you 3 to 5. Yes. The second is the IP camera. Right? And if you have some outdoor environment, just add the 718. Okay. And in the headquarters, the first we must set in some the gateway, access the internet, one gateway. It's different for the gateway. Before we already introduced, depending on you will be managing how many wireless IP. If it's 32, it's 105, and it's 64, it's 108. The headquarters, we must use some of the access layer of the switches to connect all the wireless IP, right? So in here, we set 1318 cloud it is locked here on the switch. Depend on this depends on how many the office, right? Depending on you will declare how many the wireless IP. So the next is for the wireless IP. Without that, for the wireless IP, we have Wi-Fi 4, Wi-Fi 5, and Wi-Fi 6, even the Wi-Fi 7. Yeah, depending on how many wireless IP you will be used. Last is our cloud service. Our cloud service includes two parts. One is cloud platform by the web page, and another one is cloud app. Already see the screenshot. It's by the mobile phone. Yeah. This all in total. This cloud service is totally free, and all the project, the bill of the materials, equipment, the modes, and the quality and the design principle, these can be changed according to the actual state situation for the project. This means that if you have the final users or our customers have different requirement, we can based on the actual situation, we change this table. Okay, that's all for today. Our the SD-LAN solution introduction. And next is if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. Hello. Hi. Do you have any more questions about for our solution?
Um, thank you all for joining this webinar. Now we will now open the floor for question and answer session. So I'm going to enable your microphones so you can ask questions or share any comments.
Okay.
Now you can ask any question or share your any comments. Your microphone are enabled right now.
Do you have any question about for this network architecture or any technical problem? Please feel free to ask me.
So right now you can ask any question or share any comments by tapping on your microphone icon.
Any more question about for the network architecture or for our each equipment key feature? Also include our the bill of the materials, how to make this BOM. You also can ask me. No problem. Please feel free to ask me.
So thank you everyone for attending this webinar. And we wish you all a wonderful day.
Thank you. We wish you have a wonderful day.